Sweet Caroline, Meat Sangria, good times never felt so meat, so meat, so meat. All right, guys, welcome to the podcast, everyone. What does so meat mean? I don't know. I don't know anything that comes out of my mouth. The first thing on my list of things to talk about is vegans. So that's not the same as meat. I can't talk about vegans on the Meat Sangria podcast. That goes against their tenets. Is sangria vegan? That's a good question. I would guess. I learned yesterday that honey isn't technically considered vegan unless it's ethically sourced honey, which is getting so nitty gritty. It's getting a little crazy. Why did I went to I did a comedy show at a vegan house party yesterday, which is very random. And one of my friends, comedian Doug Donison, you can check him out, is a vegan. And he was I don't even know how he was invited to this party, but he's like, hey, they need another comedian. You want to go? And I was like, sure. My first joke is I could never be a vegan because I fucking hate animals. No, but it was a good time. It was entertaining, and it was a fun show. I mean, it was cool vibes all around. The vegans aren't as scary as you would think off the jump. Some of them are. Some of them certainly. Yeah, but some of them are hiding in plain sight. Some of them could be in this very room right now. I wouldn't even be able to tell because they're malnourished and they're so skinny that they can't even make a noise to scream help because they have no, everyone there looked very well nourished and such. Some people weren't vegans though. I'm not a vegan, obviously. I couldn't be a vegan, I don't think, guys. I don't think I can. Don't think I could do it. I can't. My joke that I said is I can't. It's a nice joke. I'll say that right now. Even if you don't laugh, I don't fucking care. So I could never be vegan because I don't care about fish at all. That's all I'm giving you guys. I could stop eating everything except for fish. Their suffering means nothing to me. So that was fun. That was a good time. Not a common place to do comedy, and I didn't get paid for it. That's how this goes. I don't know if you know, with the life of a comedian, we don't get paid for like anything we do. We don't get paid for, unless you're actually selling out like a show. You're getting like scraps. I got vegan food. That's my payment. And it's not bad. Vegan food has come a long way. I chatted with some of the vegans afterwards. They had like a little social gathering. And we're talking about veganism. Like, yeah, the desserts are not bad. I mean, so far everything I've had that's been vegan. Even when I did one of these shows people post on Instagram, these like 1 minute dating show or whatever. And we did it at a vegan restaurant. And the food was pretty good. They had like this vegan meat thing. There was like some pork substitute thing. It was actually so good. I couldn't stop eating it. I don't want to name the place because I don't want to give them free press, but it was good. So everything I've had, and there's a place that's by me that I want to go to. I've been there for comedy, but I've never been there to try the food. And someone said it was good. So I would love to try that. I think the food has come a long way, but that also makes me suspicious that it's so like processed, because if it tastes like meat, bro, what is in that? There's so many weird fucking, xylitol, sorbitol gum. I don't know. That doesn't seem like it would be good. That seems worse. Making sorbitol gum probably seems like it's worse to the environment than just shooting a cow in the fucking face. Pop, pop, pop. So, whatever. I'm not here to nitpick. There's some true vegans who are just grazing on vegetables from the street. And I get it. What do we got? Oh, dude, I cleaned my entire AC last week when was it? Last Saturday night, I walked into my room and it smelled a little musty. And I was like, fuck. It smelled like kind of, you guys probably know, when like you are drinking out of like a cup or like a bottle, like a water bottle or something, and you're just like, this water bottle needs to be like thoroughly clean. It just smells like a little like damp, you know what I mean? And so I looked at my AC and I could see the entire fan was just coated in, it's mold, basically. Excuse my French. It was mold. And I was like, you know what? This feels dangerous. My AC was recalled, as you may remember, for a mold issue, a drainage hole issue. So I was like, oh, it caught up to me. I also own the model where you can't even replace the drain. It has no drainage hole in the back. I don't know what to do. I don't want to get a new AC because it's going to take weeks to get my fucking AC. I don't know what to do. So I would have to order a new one, install it. It's a lot of work. I don't know if I want to do that. So I think I'm going to rock with the moldy AC until, whatever. People say you can drill a hole in the back, but that seems kind of excessive. I don't know. Anyway, So I found this guy on YouTube and I deconstruct. This was at midnight. I was like, I don't want to go to sleep with this. I can just do it. I can bang it out real quick. I follow the rules. You're taking out a million screws, popping shit off. Luckily, I got tools in here. Deconstruct the entire thing. It took like an hour. Then I'm just rinsing it in my sink, whereas it feels like I have the window open because I'm like, there's so much spores on this, and it's just like gunk coming off as I'm like, oh my God. I wonder how long that's been building up. I couldn't even get it all off. It's like so much. I just kept having to soak it in like Lysol. I kept spraying it, cleaning it, rinsing again, then more stuff would come out. It was like endless. What I'm trying to say is, guys, some of your ACs are probably fucked, and you guys are, I don't know what you're breathing in, but if you constantly get sick, it could be your AC. Like, truly, the amount of mold that was in that thing was a lot. It was like a year. You're supposed to like clean it out, I think, regularly, but it's not very accessible. You have to get, like, I have to have the right screwdriver and stuff, and you kind of have to be a little bit handy, I guess. Not really, you kind of follow the guy's instructions, but you do need like an extensive set of screwdrivers and such. It was a lot, so I'm probably gonna have to do it again one day. And I don't know if it voids my warranty to do that. I hope not. They made a shitty AC, dude. But hope so. I have not gotten black lung yet. Well, that's not what you get from mold. That's what you get from coal mining, which I was a coal miner for about 3 years, and I was the coal miner of the year every year in a row. I won King Coal, King of the Coal. Yeah. So my AC is good now, and I don't know. I have to look at that. My AC is running. I don't turn it off. It's running 24/7 all day. You're not supposed to turn it off. You're supposed to keep it running. So, I can't really inspect you can't see the mold, but then I turned it off and I was like, holy shit, this is crazy. Yeah, it deserves a good wipe down. Good little patting down. There was floods in New York last week. There was big flooding. I was supposed to go back home to go eat sushi with my brother and my friend. And the train I would have taken, we ended up not going because my brother, this is what happens, we go to all-you-can-eat sushi like a lot, not a lot, but a good amount of times. And for some reason, always my brother will just be like, I ate too much for lunch right beforehand. We're like, bro, why are the other two of us starving ourselves for this sushi and you're just like having a giant feast? We were making fun of him. We're like, oh, I bet this time he's going to eat fucking a giant meal. And then he was like, guys, I went out for work and I ate unlimited Korean barbecue right before this. Like, what are you, fucking stupid, dude? What the hell's wrong with you? He's like, I had to go for work. Yeah, they put a gun to your head. So we ended up not going. But I don't think I could have gone because my whole train was flooded. The entire thing was flooded. The entire train line was, my hometown, Bayside, Queens, completely flooded, dude. Like, the main intersections, I've never seen it that bad. Maybe during like Hurricane Sandy or something. But it was completely flooded. So good thing I didn't go back home. I went the next day and it was fine. But I saw cars stranded. I saw people having to be rescued off the train. Not good. And it was like, I've seen flash flood warnings before too. I remember my dad used to always be like, and I would never believe him, this is a classic young person thing. But guys, I don't want you going out tonight, there's flash flood warnings. We're like, oh, flash flood, whatever. And this time there was specifically flash flood warning in Bayside, New York, and I was like, oh. And then there was an actual flash flood. So I should probably heed those warnings a little bit more. But yeah, I've been out in flash flood warnings before and it wasn't that bad. So me and my Manhattan refuge, actually I did something that day. Oh, I did another show at a hostel, which was questionable, but like the train system was all fucked up. There's videos that you'll see when the flash floods, like the train is completely flooded. Completely the outside, and like people are in the train car, like they're like, fuck, what are we supposed to do? We're not going to leave because we're going to get wet. The water's going to come flooding in. So, yeah, it's not great. It's not great at all. And I had to take weird trains to get to where I wanted to go, and it was a nightmare getting back home too. It just took so fucking long. Just takes a long ass fucking time. But anyway, hopefully, it's not as bad as the Texas flooding. That was crazy. There's like levels of flash flood. There's flooding where like you're driving in the highway and then it gets flooded and you're like, shit, I can't go home. And there's flooding where your entire house gets swept away. Where you get like a Kansas Wizard of Oz tornado house explosion. But river flood edition. Those are crazy. Those are wild. This episode is brought to you by Fiverr. Whether you need a logo, a voiceover, or a custom website, Fiverr connects you with talented freelancers across the world. mostly in countries where things are way cheaper, if you catch my drift. You can support countries that the United States has tried to colonize and left bereft and in need of work. You can get a lot of good stuff for good prices. I've personally used Fiverr many times. You can visit meatsangria.com and click on the podcast sponsor section to get started on your first project. Okay, what else? Sorry, guys. I'm a little, I think I'm getting sick, but I'm pretty sure I'm not getting sick. It's just one of my, I don't know what this is. In the back of your mouth, there's I think it's the tonsil. You guys, let me try to describe it to you while closing my eyes to map it. You have, your nose, and then when you, sniffle, or not sniffle, not snort, fucking whatever, you suck in, you swallow your spit. There's, a top, I think it's your tonsils, the top part, one of mine feels like it's inflamed, one of them only. And it's not, it usually gets like that from being sick, but I don't feel the regular sickness things coming on. So I'm pretty sure I'm not sick. But I don't know what this is. So I'm worried. Is this the mold thing? Could be the mold thing. I don't know. That was a week ago and I cleaned it. So maybe I released spores into the air. I have no clue. I have no clue what's going on, guys. If anyone here's a doctor, let me know. Next Friday, I'm going to Africa, guys. I'm very excited. I have a lot of videos to prepare. A lot of podcast episodes to make. So next time you hear from me on this, after this, I will be in the Serengeti. I will be in a lion's jaws. I'll be a play toy. Hopefully everything goes well. The guy that's organizing our trip, or the company, messaged us a few days ago, hey, by the way, the guy that organized your whole trip doesn't work for us anymore, so we got to make sure everything's good. And then I was like, what the fuck? Complete disaster. But it's just the guy, I don't know, the guy didn't book half the things, or what. He's like, oh, he forgot to book the place, so we need to move to another place. We're like, what the fuck is this? So, it's not great. Two weeks, not even 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks before we're supposed to leave. The whole plan's changed. So they're trying to raise the price a little. We're trying to figure it out. But they have such cool names over there. One of our guides, his name is, or the guy organizing, his name is Good Luck. That's his name. His first name is Good Luck, one word, which is a beautiful name. That's an amazing name. Very nice guy. He's being thrust into a position where someone else fucked up. I don't know why the other guy doesn't work there anymore. Could be dead, could have fired him. He could have moved to Iceland with a mistress and lived a happy long life. I don't know, but he didn't plan our trip. He just got all of our information. He was like, I forgot to tell the other people about it. So, I don't know. But I'm leaving this country, going to Tanzania, and if wherever I go, whatever happens, happens. I don't know. Just wander the Serengeti by myself, a nomad, as they say. A traveler. So, we'll see. I'm excited. I will not be posting any pictures while I'm there, because I'm shutting my phone off, and I might turn on once in the middle of the trip, but I'm detoxing, guys. I don't need to hear from you. What could you possibly have to say? Here's the thing, guys. In 1 week, one of you guys could spread the most vicious rumor about me. I wouldn't even know for days. I thought about that. Imagine someone just came out with the most insane... It would almost be like a fun public experiment, or social experiment. Just have one of my friends make up this thing of how, I don't want to say sexual assault, because that's just, not fun, but, some other crazy, ridiculous thing, and then I just go silent, and then no one hears from me because I'm in Africa and my phone's off, and I come back, I'm like, what the fuck? That's what happened when I went to Brazil a few years ago. No, that's what happened, but I had videos scheduled to, and then one of them went viral, and I checked, it was it has 5 million views. It's crazy. It had its own ecosystem. It's fun that the video can just, the comment section has its own ecosystem that I'm not a part of sometimes. Sometimes I can steer it in a certain way, but that time I just looked and everyone was it was a video where, one second. It was one of my Matt Hates Food videos. It was one where I ordered, it was the swamp ass recipe. Here we go. Coincidental. The one where I called it swamp ass. And I ordered this Laosian food. And it was very good, but I spilled it all over the place. And all the comments were just that was funny when you spilled it. That was funny, you being a fucking idiot spilling that, you clumsy fool. I was like, nice. We went viral for that. Sorry, I have a song stuck in my head. I should have been singing that from the jump, from the start. What did I sing when we started this? Sweet Caroline? Sweet Meat Sangria? All right, I got a weird smattering of things here. Smoothie King, which I don't even know, I've never seen that restaurant in my life, has a tomato smoothie, or ketchup, not tomato. Let me look them up. Smoothie King, where are those? Have you ever been to Smoothie King, guys? Let's see. Smoothie King ketchup. Wait, let me check the map to see if there's one by me. I've been to a Jamba Juice once in San Francisco. I remember back in the day. I remember thinking it was a San Francisco like native place. Smoothie King. I think it's a popular place. Let's see. There's one permanently closed in Midtown. There is another permanently closed. Doesn't seem like they're doing too well. There's not even a single Smoothie King here. This is Al's Smoothie King. There's a Jamba Juice. Dude, all the Smoothie Kings are fucking closed. Oh, there's one in Brooklyn. Okay, let's see. Smoothie King. I mean, they just look like smoothie. I don't understand how smoothie businesses can open. How many people are getting... I haven't gotten a smoothie in like years. I don't remember. Yeah, I thought this was a fucking April Fool's thing, but it's August. Heinz new ketchup smoothie mixes fruit with ketchup. Someone says delicious and refreshing. Yeah, okay. The Chicago and Pittsburgh-based food maker. I've lived in Pittsburgh for 4 years. I've never seen a Smoothie King in my life. I would have gone there for sure. Described as the first ever ketchup-based smoothie, Heinz says the drink blends real fruits with Heinz Simply Tomato Ketchup. It honestly sounds kind of good. I think ketchup with the right blends could be kind of good. Egg and tomato and egg ketchup is kind of good, actually. Tomatoes have a good... Some of you guys don't like tomatoes, but it looks like a fun... I should try that. I think I have to try this just for the... Yeah, but the problem is I'm going away, and I'm not going to... They don't have this in Africa, I don't think. They would devour this. Heinz says his newest innovation launches during tomato harvest season. Oh, is it not launched yet? No, it is. They're available for $5.70 at select Smoothie King restaurants nationwide. Oh, maybe it doesn't have one here. Let's see. Let me accept all cookies. Let's see. View our participating location. Let's see. Oh, what the fuck? What kind of list is this, dude? Okay, I gotta go to New York. Dude, this is the most... Okay, let's see. Nope, there's none by me. We have Poughkeepsie, Middletown, Kingston, Poughkeepsie again, Fishkill. Yeah, these are all upstate. Good thing I didn't waste my time. Because I would not have been... Oh, wait, there's another... What the fuck, dude? Oh, shit, there's one by my grandma's house. Dude, I've never seen a list as unorganized as this where they not even... Oh, the one in Brooklyn has it. What the heck? Dude, how badly organized is this list? What the fuck? That's so stupid. Whatever. Okay, so actually the one by Brooklyn does have it. And the one by my grandma... Maybe tomorrow. I'm going to my grandma's house tomorrow. Hey, Grandma, let's stop quick. I gotta get something. These are what the kids are drinking? Ketchup smoothies? So if anyone has had that, honestly, I would try it. I would love to try it. Maybe I could. No, I'm going to be so busy. But it would be an instant video. Maybe I'll get it. I'll think about it. The problem is I have to go acquire it deep in Brooklyn, bring it back here to try it. I can't really do it in the street. I'm not that kind of guy. I'm not the street interviewer kind of guy. You're not that kind of guy, pal. You're not that kind of guy. Does anyone know... Anyone know what reference that's from? I don't even know what that's from. I just know the video. I have no clue what encounter that was at all. Naked man wearing balaclava has a sex toy on a stick in the woods. Let me try to find this story. This is a crazy, weird story. Because usually if you see a naked man in a balaclava with a sex toy, he's gonna kill you. Balaclava woods. But this is a story about a guy who just like, he's just in the woods. Naked man wearing only balaclava and plastic clogs and carrying sex toy and stick terrifies European tourists. He's just in the woods, walking around, and then some people came up on him, and he was like, sorry, I didn't know there was going to be people here. That's just what he does. A man wearing nothing but a balaclava and plastic clogs and carrying a sex toy and a stick has been startling tourists while wandering around a historic castle in Slovakia. The unidentified intruder posed for a picture carrying his bizarre prop Monday near Hima's Castle, a popular hiking destination. They have a picture of him, dude. He's just there. Like, they blur him out. A fat guy with a fucking dildo on a stick with Crocs on. And the people, it was like two ladies that were like, I would be so scared if I saw that. I would truly think you were about to kill me. That is the description of a man who is about to kill you. That is literally a fucking serial killer villainous movie. It's like Buffalo Bill style person. He puts the disembodied member of his victim on top of his stick and walks around. Sorry, I can't speak English. He told us he was sorry that he didn't want to scare us, so he asked us, dude, I need to stop getting these notifications. What the fuck? Do not disturb, sorry. He asked us for directions. He thought it was a Monday. He wouldn't meet anyone. He asked them for directions. What? He wanted to get away from the people. He turned and seemed to be leaving, but he suddenly began following the women. He asked. That's when he asked them for a picture. Dude, read the fucking room. A naked guy on a hike with two ladies scared as shit. You run away and then you run after them. Like, hey, can you get a picture of me? What the hell is this, dude? This guy needs to be under house watch, dude. That's crazy how like Britney Spears was under a conservative shit, but this guy is not. This guy needs to be put in some sort of list. I don't know. He's not a criminal, but or maybe public nudity. I mean, what do you wear? What is the whole outfit? You want to go nude in the woods? Sure. What is the fucking dildo on a stick, bro? That's funny. He probably is a predator. And like he's just trying to get his name in good graces. Like, no, that was a different guy. There was like a crime where they describe him exactly. That was a different guy with a dildo on a stick. I'm the good one. It's like Elphaba and Glinda. I'm the good. It's the green version of me. It's bad. The black version of me. Whoa, that's what they would say in Slovakia because they're probably racist over there, guys. If I know Eastern Europeans well, they are racist. He said this was relaxation for him. The incident was reportedly the third encounter that visitors have had with the naked man in the same stretch of which since 2020. Dude, this guy does this every weekend. That's crazy. Every weekend, bro. That's crazy. That is crazy. There's another guy in England who's been wearing a black gimp mask. I'm not sure I know what a black gimp mask is. Is that the one from... let me see. What the fuck? Dude, this is so scary, bro. Oh my god. Do people get off on this? Dude, if I'm walking down the street and a guy with a naked... I think I would like... I don't know what to do. I think there's like a fight or flight response where I want to run. But I feel like I know in my mind if I'm ever like being attacked by someone, I think just barreling into them at full charge would be the most effective thing to do. If they're like genuinely dead set on attacking me. Like you kind of just have to go all out. You got to be like a bruiser. You can't half-ass it. You either have to run or you have to like fucking go full force. And I'm sorry if you're walking around naked. You kind of, questionable. This episode is sponsored by the Matt Lipari store. If you're currently naked and in need of clothing, who wrote this? The Matt Lipari store has everything you can need except for pants and underwear and a jacket if it's cold. So pretty much only shirts, but you can get a bubonic plague chicken club shirt, a swamp ass shirt. There's so many options. Visit MattLipariStore.com and use code MEATSANGRIA, all caps, to get 10% off your entire order. Denmark Zoo is asking people to donate their unwanted pets so they can feed their zoo animals. This one's fucking crazy. Denmark Zoo pets. This one also feels like fucking April Fools. I don't know what's happening here. A zoo in Europe is inviting the public to turn unwanted pets into prey, calling for donations of fluffy rabbits and family guinea pigs to be euthanized and fed to its predator residents. What situation are you actually getting people to do this? I don't understand what the, like... I mean, sure, it's a good... Honestly, truly, if you could say, like... No, I don't know. I think I'd want my, like, beloved pet's body to be resting peacefully, but if I had, like, a hamster I didn't care about and it died, I'd be like, yeah, you can feed it to your lynx or whatever. You can feed it. Is your giraffe want to try meat today? Like, go ahead. Go see if you can like it. But, like, if I'm giving you my pet just because I don't want it anymore, what the hell is that? That's crazy. Do they not have, like, is this... Just ask for money, guys. Ask, what do you need my pet? If you have an animal that for various reasons need to be rehomed, you're welcome to do it. That's crazy. That's not even rehoming. That makes no sense. If you have an animal you want to give to another loving home, instead what you can do is we'll kill it for you and then gruesomely feed it to a lion. The animals are humanely euthanized by trained staff and then used as feed. I mean, what do they accept? Just guinea pigs? Chickens, rabbits, and guinea pigs. Are they accepting like dogs? Because then... That would be crazy. We have a responsibility to replicate the animal's natural food chain. Okay, yeah, then no one's eating dogs. The zoo is also accepting horses. Horses. What the fuck? Just buy the guinea pigs, dude. I don't understand. They added the donation of pets to be used as prey is common in Denmark. This is common? What the fuck? Dude, that's crazy. I mean, listen, I get it if your animal needs to be euthanized. The way they're advertising this is bad. It's a bad way. If you have to kill your animal anyway, then yes, you might as well donate it to the zoo. They're making it. They said rehomed. If you need to, they're making it like you don't want your pet anymore. Let's just kill it and feed it to the zoo. That's crazy. What the fuck? I think Northern Europeans in that section, they're kind of. I'm not gonna call them heartless, but they're very businesslike. Like the Germans, is as we know, the Germans don't have a stellar track record, but it's very much like kind of cold. Your guinea pig has the cold. Kill it, cut its head. We don't waste medicine on the pig. That's what they would do. And the Danish, the Denmarkians, and the Dutch, the Danish, and the Deutsch. Wow, the 3Ds, triple D. That's what they call my wheat. They don't call it that. Is triple D even a bra size? I don't even know the bra size numbers. Does that go up to? When does it get to? It gets to double, and then does it go more? Or no, I forget. I don't actually know, guys. I just see boobs and I go, those are big or those are not. That's pretty much the standard. It's just yes or no. It's not. Actually, you have a triple F or what? I don't know what it goes up to. If it goes to a certain point, you got to get it reduced because that's kind of crazy. That can't be comfortable. But yeah, the Northern Europeans, they're kind of, these are like the sophisticated Europeans. They don't associate with the Brits because they got those trashy Brits. They don't associate with the Italians. They got those greasy fucking Italians. These are the sophisticated Scandinavian adjacent folks. Prim and proper, and they don't care about your pets. Donate them. Who the fuck cares? All right, we have Lil Tay, who I don't even know who Lil Tay is. I'm going to be honest. She's some sort of influencer girl or like famous girl on YouTube back in the day. I never watched her videos. I've never watched this girl's videos. I have no clue. Came to prominence in early 2018 at the age of 10 while claiming to be 9. When content depicting her boasting about being wealthy and calling her the youngest flexer of the century. Okay, so she was rapping and just being a boisterous kid at 10, which is kind of entertaining, kind of funny. But she released, she has an OnlyFans where she made $1 million on the debut of her 18th birthday. Which is, guys, what are we buying, dude? Ladies, I think you all need to go into your man's phone right now, and if he paid for Lil Tay's OnlyFans debut, you need to break up with that man. Truly, that should be a deal breaker. What the fuck is it? What is a girl you've all known since she was 10? That's just crazy. I mean, also, is she, like, this is besides the point, but is she even that hot? No. I can't believe I'm even adding that to the thing. Let me click on her Instagram. Let's see. She has 6 million followers. What does she even do? I have to see here. Sorry. I have to do my market research. Guys, this is just, I don't get this. What are we doing, dude? This is insane. This is just like, you're literally a predator if you bought this. She has total $1 million, $500,000 in subscriptions, $500,000 in messages. Dude. What the fuck? Come see content I took of myself at 12:01 a.m. on my 18th birthday. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we believe that. She took it when she was like, she took it like 3 months ago, probably. What the fuck? $1 million is crazy. I mean, I don't know. What is this, guys? Who's buying this? It's a sad state of the... Maybe Donald Trump bought it. Maybe he did. I don't get... whatever. I'm not supposed to get it. It's just crazy behavior. $1 million. I don't know how much it cost. But also to send messages to her. She doesn't even respond, dude. That's what these girls do. They have other people responding for them. How down bad are you? I get the subscription way more than the messages. I don't get it, guys. I don't get it. And like I said before, this is besides the point completely, but this is a regular looking girl that you've known since you was 10. What the fuck is this? I'm trying to think of a parallel. It's like Greta Thunberg releasing an OnlyFans. How many people would buy that just because? Probably $1 million at least of Greta Thunberg, I would bet. Truly, you don't even need to be attractive. People will buy, they'll just be like, I want to see you naked. Fucking weirdos, dude. Anyway, guys, that's my little rant on... Listen, I get if you're buying other OnlyFans. I've never paid for porn. I said that like I did. I said that suspiciously. I get it in a certain way, but a freshly turned 18-year-old girl who's... whatever, guys. Some of you guys are weird, whatever. Some of you guys like fresh meat. Like the guys who go into Catch a Predator. I am so happy to be here first. I love. It's just weird, guys. It's just weird, and I guess we're not supposed to understand. It's a little bizarre. A lot of things I have to look up here. We have the movie War of the Worlds with Ice Cube, I believe, and it's supposed to be the worst movie ever. War of the Worlds 2025. Ice Cube movie, a thriller, an hour and 30 minutes, and the rating is... Where's the rating? Here on Rotten Tomatoes, it has 4%. A computer security analyst working for the U.S. government finds his daily life disrupted by an alien attack. Every screenshot I've seen from this movie is just Ice Cube in a room, just watching computer screens. I don't... Wait, is it Tom Cruise in this? What the fuck? No, that's a different movie. War of the Worlds is like one of the... A big franchise, too, is it not? That's crazy, this movie. Story by H.G. Wells. Is that a book? I should read that. It stars Ice Cube, Eva Longoria. This is a great cast from, 2009. This would be perfect. This would be the all-star cast. If Ice Cube is the title character on your movie, I think it's not probably going to be that good. He's not big enough to draw people in. This is like a career-ending movie for people. Released on Amazon Prime Video. Dude, that's the only streaming service I have. Maybe I could watch it. That's a sign. It's a sign I should watch it. But you haven't seen clips of it. I mean, I haven't seen the movie. I'm just talking from the clips I've seen where the special effects look so bad. They look so bad. And I just talked about last week, right? I talked about the Jurassic World Rebirth was the worst movie I've seen in a long time. This one would probably take the cake. I don't know what is going on with movie studios, but you guys, what are you doing? Let's make some good movies, guys. Let's make a damn good movie. They can't. They actually can't. Sucks. Ice Cube should stick to, what is he in Law and Order SVU? He should stick to finding a man's cum on the ground and putting it in a vial and doing some investigative work. Is that what he does? I don't know. Matt Rife, comedian. Some would say the funnier version of me, and some of you would say no because there can only be one Matt. Matt Rife buys the Ed and Lorraine Occult Museum, Ed and Lorraine Warren Occult Museum, which, if you don't know, is the home of the Anabelle doll, where I don't think he bought it. I'm actually not sure what he did. Matt Rife, he's like a conservator of it now or something. He owns the rights. He's not the owner of it. He kept saying, it's like, I don't own this stuff. I have the ownership rights for the next 5 years or something. Very strange. I don't know if Matt Rife is interested in like the occult and stuff. But where am I reading it from? Barstool. What the fuck? What does Barstool know about the fucking Matt Rife Anabelle doll? The Hindustan Times, dude. I feel like there's so many AI fucking news thing. What is the Hindustan? That's the Hindu news article, news place. All right, Realtor.com. Sure, let's get them in the mix. Famed comedian Matt Rife has become the proud new owner of a historic Connecticut museum and home, a purchase that has also seen him inheriting a very significant role, guardian of the infamous Anabelle doll. Dude, if Matt Rife dies because of the Anabelle doll, it has, obviously, do I really believe in it? Not really, but it has. So what they say, it's like the Hope Diamond, where people who have interacted with it have seen themselves face some unfortunate consequences. The museum shut down in 2019. Oh, and they bought it to restore. That's cool. I mean, that's what I kind of like when rich people do. They just buy some random thing and then like, hey, we're going to make it cool. It's nice. Nice for them to do that. Being the legal guardian. I don't understand. They've purchased the Ed and Lorraine Warren's home, and then they're also being the legal guardian of the next 5 years of the entire haunted collection. Oh, they bought the house, but now they are the legal guardian of the contents. So they just own the house, maybe, I think. Interesting. The occult house. I mean, I guess they're going to turn it into a museum or something, which is cool. It is, so the movie The Conjuring is based, it stars Ed and Lorraine Warren, or the fake version of them, which is played by that guy who I can't remember his name right now. I don't remember his name. Patrick something? Patrick, dude, he's right in my head. I see his face. It's Patrick Walsh? No, that's not a guy. So there's a lot of movies based on it, and Anabelle obviously has her own movie. They made the Anabelle doll look way... Like, she looks... It's just a Raggedy Ann doll in real life. In the movies, they make it look way weird and, like, gray and, like, fleshy, like a zombie. Which I get, but I feel like the original looks kind of scary in and of itself. The Conjuring films are some of my favorite scary movies of all time. They plan to open the house for overnight stays. Dude, I've ever talked about this... I think I have, but anyway, my family, we used to go on a lot of ghost tours. And there was one in Plymouth, Massachusetts we went on. It was right by the Plymouth Rock, I believe. And I think it was Plymouth, I'm pretty sure. And it was at these people's house. And it was like this lady and a man. The man's name is Bob, that's real, I remember. Just this strange guy named Bob. And it was this haunted house, and they gave ghost tours out of it. But she brought us around the whole town, through like a cemetery. It was like raining. It was like fucking scary. And then she brought us in her haunted house where she says she has people sleep over, and it's like a haunted house experience where people sleep over and they stay in this house. And so we went up, and we didn't have anything happen to us. It was a cool experience, but she's like, yeah, people literally pay big money to stay here because something always happens in this house. And so I'm like, all right, but also I just, do I believe some of it? I mean, kind of. They're very convincing. But then you think, like, if someone was to debunk this, if this always happens, why can't they just stay at the house? I don't understand. Like, it just seems like this should be easily debunked. Or that fucking guy, there was a guy who had his million prize, James Randi, a magician. He had the James Randi prize, where he would give you $1 million if you could prove something supernatural or occult-like was happening. People would try to fool him, and no one ever won the $1 million, as far as I know. He could have gone, he'd be like, hey, come to this house. It's haunted. Give us $1 million. Stay in this house. Can you explain what happened? And I'm sure he would have done it. I mean, this guy is, that's his whole thing. So I don't know. I don't know what to believe. I kind of want to go. I think I would want to vlog it, though. I'd be like, hey, guys, we're in the Anabelle house. I would love to go and experience it, but I'm also like, I don't really want to fuck with that. I'm going to be honest. Do I really believe in it? Like, no, but I'm also like, kind of, I don't... Dude, I don't want to be possessed by the fucking Anabelle doll, dude. Come on. That's kind of scary. I got my own problems. Probably like roaches and stuff too, dude. That'd be amazing if you could rig a haunted house to be fake, to trick people. That's impressive. That's like Disney. Disney honestly probably could do that. Just make it as believable as possible. Hot dog truck spill causes interstate delay. Let's go from the Anabelle doll to hot dog truck crash. Lady wants to use my location so it can tell me if I'm any... Pennsylvania highway. Hot dog spills shut down highway in Pennsylvania commuters' worst nightmare, but they spell worst like it bratwursts. Well played, Associated Press. Truckload of hot dogs spilled across the Pennsylvania interstate Friday after a crash that briefly clogged the heavily traveled artery in both directions. Okay, this is not that cool of a story. They're just using it to make hot dog puns. Let's get to the mustard. I just saw a video of it. It's just like piles of cardboard boxes shredded open and meat. I'm surprised vultures didn't start swarming the area. I mean, hot dogs are not valuable enough of an item where you would stop and just pick up a roadkill hot dog package. A box of frozen dogs. No one cares about them enough. Because it's literally one of the worst... one of the worst things for you. Sorry, I hiccuped. I was talking to my friends about this the other day, like... Hot dogs are really bad for you because of like the preservatives they put, but can't you just put none of those and just let me get a fresh hot dog? Like, I'm sure a fresh hot dog is not that bad because it uses the unclaimed portions of pig and stuff. That's kind of good that we eat that. I'm very happy that you can grind someone's ear into a pulp and make it a delicious thing, but I don't want like the nitrates or whatever in it. I don't want that. So I'm just saying, I don't know, maybe there's like, they have like all natural Amish hot dogs or whatever. Those could be pushed more as like a healthy alternative. Not that it's ever going to really be healthy. Just sludge in a casing, but it's like kind of healthy without the preservatives. I don't know how long hot dogs last too. If I bought a case of hot dogs, how long do they... In my mind, like months or honestly like years. The perfect preservative meat. Dude, I think some of those hot dog vendors truly have had those dogs sitting in that dirty water for... they sell quickly. They go through them. They can't be that long. But they would keep them for like weeks if they could. And golly, they're frickin' good. They're fucking good, man. A dirty water dog. Outside, I remember getting them outside of Yankee Stadium. Ooh, fattened me up, guys. Sorry, this is not being the fat allegations. Not being the chubby kid allegations. They were so good. And every baseball game I've been to this year, I've not gotten a hot dog. Not a single time. I don't think they hit as hard in the stadium. They don't. You got to get them on the boardwalk outside. Mostly because they cost like a third of the price, but also they're just... Or you got to get them on the street here. I should get a street dog. I live in Manhattan. I haven't had a street vendor's item in like literally years, I think. This episode of the Meat Sangria podcast is sponsored by NordVPN. Staying safe online is an ever-growing difficulty and you could be exploited by hackers. NordVPN allows you to change your IP address, making you harder to track, securing your privacy. Visit meatsangria.com and click on the podcast sponsors section to get 72% off NordVPN's 2-year plan. I know I do a lot of risky things on the internet. Let's just say I like to peruse the things the World Wide Web has to offer. You got to stay safe, guys. You got to protect yourself. You got to protect your data and your device. NordVPN lets you do that. Once again, meatsangria.com. Click on this podcast sponsor section to get our special deal. Thank you. I used to love getting the soft pretzel, too. Dude, when can I get... Maybe... no, they're not going to be there tomorrow. Fuck, I would have to leave my apartment today. I don't want to do that. I don't want to explore and get a soft pretzel. Guys, if you ever come to New York, just know that getting things, mysterious items from people on carts on the street is the thing you have to do. You got to do it. You got to get some halal food. Is it going to be good? I mean, it's fine. It's nothing to write home about, but... You know, you have to say you did it. You got to pay for an overpriced hot dog and pretzel and nuts. Nuts with sugary coating on them. Those are pretty good. High Noon and Celsius have had some sort of mix-up. High Noon is a sparkling seltzer vodka drink, whatever it's called. It's a alcoholic seltzer, spiked seltzer. And Celsius is an energy drink. And apparently the High Noon was put into the Celsius cans. And there's a big problem because people are drinking Celsius and it has alcohol in them. And that is, that's people take Celsius as like before the gym. So you get a little tipsy. There's when people are like, yeah, I swear my Celsius tastes like High Noon. And it's like, yeah, they fucked it up. They have recalls. I mean, it could seriously be a problem for people who are like abstinent, or no, that's not the word, who are, dude, why is my brain not fucking working right now? Jesus Christ. Abstinent from alcohol? Can you say it like that or no? Is that just from fucking? I don't remember. I'm stupid, guys. I'm like actually deteriorating. I have Alzheimer's. Because then they drink it and they're like, fuck, this is good. I need more Celsius. Give me more Celsius. Or I'm assuming the whole pack they bought is High Noons. That's crazy. Kids, I'm assuming teens. That'd be funny if all the teen boys just ran to the car. Like, we need all the Celsius you have. We need all your 12-year-old boys. McLovin buying Celsius. And then there's another thing which someone pointed out, like, if you get caught with a DUI and you drank a Celsius, that's, you know what I mean? That's, what the fuck are you supposed to do there? I don't know, you know what I mean? I didn't know it was alcohol. So that's questionable. And so I didn't know they were the same company. I guess there's so many companies that just own every brand under the sun, and you're like, what the fuck? They own like 50,000. That's what they do. That's literally the playbook for every food company. They just buy other food companies. I met a venture capitalist yesterday at the vegan event. He was a vegan man, a soft-spoken man, but wise beyond his years. And he was just saying about how he only invests in tech stuff. He doesn't know any other industry. He's like, yeah, the food industry is a little wild. You need to know people to get your stuff on shelves. That's the big thing, getting it on shelves. But I'm assuming when you get this big-ass fucking conglomerate, they know it. They got ins on every place. We'll get your Celsius. We'll get your High Noon. They got it all. So I've never even had I've had a Celsius once. It was pretty good. I don't drink energy drinks, guys. I don't drink coffee. I wake up. To be fair, guys, I don't have a job. I wake up at 9:30 every morning. I go to sleep at 1:30. I get 8 hours of beauty sleep. I wake up and I go, let me go on my phone for a little bit. I go on TikTok for 30 minutes. I laugh. And then I go, man, what a beautiful day. Let me go to the gym. I'm in no rush. I live an old person's life. And it's fun, but I don't need coffee, like I said. Even when I didn't have that life, I didn't need coffee, but I'm staying away from caffeine. I do not want to be relying on caffeine. Addicted. I sound like Obama for a second there. I do not want to be, like I said, caffeine. See, I'm not going to indulge in that, but I do have it. Sometimes you just need one. Perhaps in Africa, I don't think I'll need the energy, but could be nice to bring a Celsius. They might confiscate it at the border. Now I think about that. They might take everything. I have my malaria pills, which I need to remember to bring. I need to remember. There's a lot of things to remember. I got some snacks too. On the packing list it says bring snacks, and I'm also like, aren't there animals that I got to worry about? Like, if we're camping in the fucking Serengeti, like, I got beef jerky. I guess I can throw it at like the lion to get away from me, but I got the fucking pack of beef jerky I'm gonna bring. Questionable. Japanese teacher fired for having a side job, a side hustle. I know this story. It was a teacher in Japan, a school teacher, who was fired from their job as a teacher because one of the parents of the students found them working at a convenience store on the weekend, which seems very dystopian and very Japanese at the same time. Like we said, the Germans and the Northern Europeans are very strict. The Japanese as well. It's almost like they should team up and form some sort of super group. Perhaps call it the Axis powers. Maybe Italy should get it. Italians are too greasy. I'm kidding, guys. They shouldn't do that. Only bad things could come from that. Only bad things could come from the joining of Germany and Japan. And those bad things are the bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki and the murdering of millions of people who do not deserve to be murdered. And yeah, we all know World War II. I don't need to. Some people don't know the difference between World War II and World War I. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that actually crazy? Some people are so uneducated. World War I's a pretty lame... That's not a lame war, but it's just like, why are you fighting, guys? What the heck? Why are we chill, guys? With mustard gas? Come on, guys. Jesus. Anyway, what did I just say? Oh, the Japanese teacher. Yeah. And apparently, like, it's a lot of jobs there, which... maybe jobs here too, but it's like you sign like a clause. So legally they had right to fire him where you only work one job. Like, you can only work here and nowhere else. But it's also like, bro, this guy's clearly doing this because he needs more money, I would assume. He's not working at 7-Eleven for fun on the weekend. A school teacher. Like, what is this life where someone has to work extra jobs to make ends meet and then you fire them from the original job because you're not paying them enough? It's like, this is dystopian life. I'm forcing you to work this one job where I don't pay you enough to live. You can't do anything else. It's like when someone moves to this country, like when you get an international visa, you have to get a visa for what you're working and you can't do anything else. So it's kind of interesting. I feel for foreigners when they come here because you kind of just have to like be in the field you say they are. Like me, I couldn't move from somewhere else to do this. They wouldn't let me. You're a comedian coming here? What the fuck? The hell's this? Actually, I have a friend who she moved from Canada, and she is doing this as a content creator. That's why she moved here, and she was able to move. She had like articles written about her to move, and they led the immigration board is like, yeah, we approve your application. You are who you say you are. You're a content creator's job, which is like a very hard job to get in this country as. So that was good for her, but I think for everyone else it's tough. So yeah, good. Sucks for the Japanese teacher. Hopefully he figures it out. And hopefully he doesn't murder one of their ex-prime ministers like that other guy did. That was crazy. He made his own gun and shot the prime minister. I don't even remember what that was about, but probably something politically related, I would assume. That's the stupidest sentence I've ever said. We believe the assassination of the prime minister was politically motivated. Oh, really? I don't think a prime minister has been assassinated accidentally. Wait, I shot the prime minister? I meant to shoot the other guy, dude. That guy was fucking my wife. I didn't mean to shoot the prime minister. They look so similar. That's why John F. Kennedy was killed, because he's such a smooth talker and such a ladies' man. They were just like, this guy's going to steal my broad if I get her around here too much. Dude, what is wrong with my tonsils? All right, sorry, guys. I'm going to talk about fucking Donald Trump in a second, but do I have any dating stuff to talk about? We'll get the good stuff out of the way before the end. I did go on a date the other day. It was good. I'm going to Africa, so I can't really like start anything. Honestly, here's the thing. This has happened to me before, where like I've gone on a first date with a girl and they went well, and we're like, oh, let's see each other again. But she's like, oh, I'm busy next week. I'm going on vacation or whatever. and then I never see her again. Completely fizzles out. So I am well aware that going on vacation kind of like puts a cramp in your dating life. I truly believe it does. And we're going to see. We'll see how that works. But, I think if I've been on at least a second date with someone, I've done it where it's been okay, or we survived the vacation. And also, I think it's important. What I like to do is just like be like, hey, I'm going on this trip. Like, I'll reach back out to you when I'm back or something. Like, I don't want to have to put pressure on talking to them sometimes the whole time if I barely know you. Like, if I go on a first date, like, you have enough to talk about, but it's nothing crazy. Or like if I don't even know you, especially, like like the date is us talking to each other. I don't really want to talk to you for like weeks if I don't even know you. I could meet you and be unattracted to you and like, fuck, I just wasted all these weeks. So, we got to play it cool. I could also meet a nice, fine Tanzanian woman and spend the rest of my life there in the Serengeti being a guide. I could. You never know, guys. You never know. I'm sure the women in Tanzania are beautiful. I can't say I've ever seen one, but I'm sure they're great. Tanzania. I can't place the accent. I mean, it's an African English accent, but it's almost like has a little bit of British in it. Like we are going to the. I'm just basing off the guy that I spoke to yesterday. Our trip planner. We are going to the Taj Rest House, the Serengeti National Park. It's not Serengeti. It's Serengeti National Park. All right, guys. Let's talk about Israel. I'm just saying, guys. The fact I've seen on Twitter, I just blocked the Israel official Twitter account. Just the fact that if you're not on Twitter, Israel is paying for ads on Twitter, trying to make them seem like they're not the bad guys. It's crazy, bro. If you have to pay for ads, they're like ads showing hostages on there. Which granted, there are people who are from Israel, innocent people, we'll call them, who are being held hostage. It's I'm not saying they should be punished, but if you have to make ads showing your hostages and be like, we are the true victim, what is this, guys? What is going on? It's like when a drug company makes an ad for their products and they have like a million side effects. Like, do I really trust you? Not really. Like if this was the one all the doctors were recommending, I feel like you wouldn't need to have an ad every 2 seconds about this. So that alone makes them more guilty than I knew they were. I mean, I think Israel's a guilty state, country as a whole, as far as United States is as well, but Israel's taking the brunt of this. The ads are crazy, dude. It's like if you were clearly the victim, you wouldn't need ads. We'd all be on your side. The propaganda machine in Israel is impressive, we'll say. Impressive, and they have a lot of money. They have deep pockets. And I don't think it's working. I think, they think they can just say whatever they want. It works among Israelis for sure. I'm sure there's some sympathizers here. A lot of right-wing people, sure, whatever. That's the hive mind. They believe what they want to believe, but it's not working for the regular people. And maybe I shouldn't have unblocked them, so they waste more ad money on me. And every time I see it, I go, fuck this. I go, fuck you guys. That's a good point. I should unblock them. I should go back and unblock them. What else? Oh, the U.S. Constitution. There was a bunch of parts removed from the government website, which they claimed was a coding error, a technical coding. Yeah, okay, guys. What coding error removes the two parts? It was one about habeas corpus and one other one about, I don't remember. Oh, the coding error removed two. Yeah, I don't know. So we were just rewriting the Constitution with the coding error. The excuse makes no sense. They put it back, as far as I know. But I don't know. What do you think? You can just delete online 2 sections and then just delete from the Constitution? I don't get this. I don't understand. So I don't know what's going on, guys. There's always... I truly tend to think everything's fine. Sorry, I have my hand on my face because I'm zoning out. I truly tend to think everything's fine. And there's just like a bunch of like warmongers. Not warmongers, just fearmongers that are just like, everything's going wrong. But sometimes something's happening, just like, fuck, dude. But in general, I think everything's fine. I do think... The only thing I'd be questioning is like, some sort of like third term manipulation thing. I'm not really worried about like the Constitution being besides that part, I'm not really worried about like us losing our like freedom of speech or anything. I'm more just worried about some weird like manipulation of voter rule. That's what I'm like genuinely think could happen. The other stuff sure could happen, but I'm not really worried about it. I think there's just more, obviously the ICE raids and stuff are horrible, and that's been kind of a constant for a while. I will say it's getting out of hand, but it's kind of been the same. It's not like they're really ramping up anything. I don't know, man. I don't know what I'm trying to say. What did I eat for lunch today? Some fish and some potatoes and some Brussels sprouts. A nice hearty meal, and it just doesn't feel like it's hitting my brain. I'm sorry, guys. Sometimes I'm in a fog. I need those malaria pills what the fuck? Sorry, guys. I need those malaria pills to get me out. What if the malaria pills make me go crazy? Apparently they can make you have nightmares. Night terrors. All right, what's my last thing? Oh, there's a family that moved to Russia. I forgot to talk about them. American family moved to Russia to escape woke ideology. And the husband joined the Russian army so he can get fast-tracked to citizenship. And apparently they live in this American town in Russia. I don't understand the whole thing. It's just a crazy, like... Also, I don't even understand. You live in a Donald Trump America. Why did you move? What is the woke ideology? Gay people existing? That's it. These are the people who think drag queens are like teaching their kids to suck dick in first grade. I mean, yeah, sure, you move to Russia, whatever. It's an insane move. They're fighting a fucking war. The guys are being put in the front lines, they said. This fucking guy, this fucking American dude's on the front lines of the Russian-Ukraine war. He obviously sympathizes with Russia because, of course, why would he not do that? As the man in his position, of course he has to think that way because it's a hive mind. But they've built like this Christian American utopia in Russia, whatever. This is the most insane thing ever. I don't think Russians are particularly fond of Americans. I don't think they're particularly fond of outsiders. They're not very inclusive. It's always a funny thing when you leave your country for another country and you think you're going to be welcomed with open arms. Maybe they have been, but America is legitimately the most welcoming country, maybe Canada or whatever, to all kinds of people. There's racism in the United States, but compared to literally any other country, it's so much less of a problem here. It's crazy if you really think about it. Like, you think about India, like what like old Indian women will say about black people? They'd be like, what the fuck? Like old people in any of these countries, but they're going crazy. I mean, they say that here, but like, even there, like, just because they're all Indian in India. They're racist against Pakistanis, but they hate the fucking Pakistanis. The Sri Lankans, bro, they go crazy. The Bangladeshi, not the Sri Lankans, I think the Bangladesh. All these countries, they are kind of racist, but they're fucking racist. So the fact that you can come here and we're not all so racist against you is pretty impressive. The fact that an Indian person come here and, like, depending on where they go, in the South, they'd probably be called, like, curry chicken or something, I don't know. But in the United States, in New York, I've had plenty of exchange students. They didn't get racistly made fun of. They might have gotten made fun of for other reasons, but it wasn't like you're brown. Like, there's like a million different races here. I mean, I grew up in Queens as well, which is the most culturally diverse place in the world. So, if it's going to happen there, then it's not great. But, what was that even about? The guy moving to Russia. So, he's fighting in the front lines for a year. It doesn't seem good. I don't know how much training they gave him, but he seems like he's just cannon fodder. I don't want the guy to die, but it's an insane move. And, if he does die, would I feel bad? Sure, but also, like, what are you guys doing? What is this life? What is this Russian life you guys are living? They vlog about it. Say, what are they called? The Huffman family? The Hoffman family? The Huffman, guys. If you want to look for the Huffman family in Russia, you'll find them. They're pretty easy to find. All right, guys, that's it. I will announce my move to Russia. That'd be crazy if I moved to Russia. I think I'd be arrested for speaking out against Vladimir Putin. Like my first podcast episode, they'd be monitoring and be like, you can't say that, bro. What the fuck? You can't say any of that stuff. I'm like, guys, suck my dick. And they, okay. Have fun in a gulag. Is that Russian? I don't remember. I think that's like Polish. The gulag. The Kremlin. Every country has like such a cool name. Mossad. The Kremlin. The United States has the CIA, but it doesn't roll off the tongue. It's just not as... Too many letters. We need like the Jefferson or something. I don't know. I'm not a CIA operative. Or am I? That'd be the perfect thing to say if you were. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Have an amazing week. Stay tuned for the next couple episodes. Hopefully they'll be nice and fun. I'm not sure, actually, if anyone has claimed the free Carrot have from the special birthday episode. I forgot to check, I think, which is shame on me. It's been a couple of weeks. So if they haven't, the password was capital birthday. You can go to meatsangria.com, type it in. If they have, then you can't do that. So I'll just have to check. But thank you guys, appreciate it. And take care.